Hi, I'm Tobias from AI Einstein. It's easier than ever to decide which stock is good or bad. And in this video, I'm going to show you 6 AI tools which will help you with this decision. This AI tool, you can basically ask anything about the stock market and it will search for the answers in the web. On site, as far as I see, you have kind of news, which is pretty cool because it's all stuck together to basically one small page. They're basically comparison, and then you have the positive events and the negative events, which seems pretty cool as far as I see now. You could now ask already predefined questions, like for example here about the media, about the technical, about the experts and the screener. So let's just take the first one. Are there any new product launches to be aware of? And I guess it will now scan the news and give us like a kind of a sum up over this. For example, it tells us that wearable devices, they made like, as far as seen, like something with a license. Then Best Buy introduced an innovative more called Best Buy Drops. Apple introduced a new feature. This tool can basically show you I'm not sure if that's actually real-time information, but I think they're pretty close to it. Basically pretty much real-time information because we have also the 9th of 10th. Okay. So that's basically about this tool. You can pretty much ask anything you want. You have here the charts, which you can also make bigger as you want. And I think you most probably can also change them. Yes, you can here have a look at the different stocks. You can also download the image and everything. And then here you have the section to switch to the crypto market. You can find all the links to the tools in the descriptions, but these links are not affiliated and this video is not sponsored, simply because I want that this review is totally independent. If you still want to support my channel, you can easily do it like always with the Buy Me a Coffee button in the description. Thanks a lot. So our next tool is called Beebee.ai. And this tool basically can help you understand financial reports, and you can easily ask questions about these reports or anything. Simply put here the name of the company. Let's take, for example, Apple. We go, and then you can also subscribe to the company, so they will automatically notify you when there are new reports or anything like this. Earning calls, financial reports. Then you can basically click or whatever you want. Let's say we want this from the third quarter of 2023. And now it opens this one. And you can already see this is a really long document. It's not always really easy to understand. And so that's why this tool can actually help you. So you can either write any questions that you have, like always, like you know it from ChatGPT. What is pretty cool, you also have a kind of a mind map, which can make it a little bit easier to understand. You have here, it's like kind of a sum up, let's say about the risk increase, about the opportunity increase, which is pretty cool. And then you have the normal chat. Let's say we just take this. How did the company manage its operating expenses and what was the impact on net income and cash flow? We write this, we send our question, and then they basically analyze it. It's like a kind of a PDF reader, like you most probably have seen it already. And then you can see that, for example, the net income for the quarter was like 19 billion. So this is pretty cool because you don't need to read this really long documents and you can just ask whatever you want. And that, of course, can also change your opinion if you want to invest in a stock or if you don't want to invest in a stock. So I personally really like this tool also because it's pretty simple. So our next AI tool is actually really straightforward. So Candlestick is basically a tool which helps you by recommending a specific amount of stocks to you. Like for example, you download this app to your smartphone and then you can easily give it some information, what your preferences are, and then it will send you automatically, like for example, 3 times a week, a recommendation in which stocks you could, for example, invest. And then soon there will also be another tool which is called the Candlestick Advisor. And that basically means that you can, like in a ChatGPT, you can ask questions about these stocks and get basically advice about these stocks. So also this a really cool tool, and I recommend it to people who don't know like insanely much about stocks and which want to get really easy, straightforward informations. Danielfin is another app which can help you by identifying good stocks. So basically, Danielfin is all about an so-called AI score, which you can see here. Like I chose here the USA stocks, and here the first one is the AI score. So if you click on the AI score, it will actually tell you what that means. Like if the score is, for example, 10, it means that they really recommend you to buy this stock. If it's like lower, like for example, let's say it's a score of 5, it means then that you should hold the stock, and lower than that, you should actually sell it. That's how it works. It gives you some basic informations, like for example, that this company here has a score in the technical of 9, in the sentiment of 9, and also here about the low risk. You can also filter, for example, about the sector, the industry, and there are more possibilities, like for example, you could also add your own portfolio, like you can see basically here. That's what this tool is all about. You can also have, like for example, some trade ideas, or you're going for ETFs. Altero.ai is, in my opinion, a pretty basic tool, which, for example, it can help you find information about one company. Let's say we go for Apple, and then here, and then you get interesting informations, like for example, about the business overview. You can have informations about the competitive landscape. You can also, they give you like links, for example, to Samsung, to Google, Amazon, because these are the competitors. And then you also have, for example, the research reports, which you can see. You can find the key findings there and others. So it's basically, if you need basic informations and not really the real-time data like on the other tools, this can actually be pretty useful. You also have, for example, here links to the competitors. Let's say, for example, Oppo. You easily click on it and it then will show which is the other companies, and you can basically choose if you want to invest in stocks of this company or in the other. So this can also help you by decision making for your stocks. The next tool I'm showing you is called Stock Insights, and this can actually be really interesting if you, example, have a topic which you're really interested in, and then you say, I want to find a company which actually is specialized in, for example, like here, into the lithium battery recycling. So this is pretty cool. Let's try it out here. So we are interested in this, and then it will recommend, let's say, Lee Cycle Holdings, American Resources Corp, Aqua Metals, and then you can basically get more informations from this, which is pretty cool if you don't really know which companies you want to invest in and you only know the topics. And that was the last tool. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.